Yeah, seriously, Yoko. Let's go play. Oh yeah. Let's do the festival event. Where is it? Here, right here. A lantern a bit, but it's fine.
Kuching and Charlotte. I never
Ka-ching!
thought she'd see you two together.
What does this do? Oh, never mind.
Nice to see you again, traveler. Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Oh, there's my face.
Not at all.
Hello.
I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Well, yes. It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Yes,
Liyue
sir.
Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade. So, Ningguang organized a private meeting with Miss Charlotte to ask for her help in fostering cooperation. In the end, we decided... Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical? Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon.
There you
How
go.
high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all.
I just
It's
came home
about
from
time we
school
had the power
and
to make a kite fly, don't you
it
think?
was
Plus, the easier we can
was
make it to
great.
enjoy, the more people will want to
not that
participate.
great, but
Right? I also thought it was a
You know.
novel idea. Plus, it
Fully
shouldn't cost
cool.
much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, we also gave quite... Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon! Toys? They're not exactly toys. You see, Miss
What are
Kuching,
they?
That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
What are they?
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions.
Wow.
There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people. That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of it.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're
The
willing
thing
to
is, I
listen,
always
I'm
skip
happy to share.
the dialogue
I
part
also know
because
quite a lot about the various
I'm
folk
gonna be
traditions
sleepy as
related to
fuck.
kites.
So
For
I need to
example,
skip it. I'm sorry.
whenever a kite blew away, people would... What about something more fun? More fun? Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how my grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw it. Then, you look towards the sky and release the... Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue?
I believe so. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have
Ooh, they're
several books
listening.
on the topic that I could lend you.
Ooh.
They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around. Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs
What if I
is hosting a
VA
kite
Paimon's
flying
voice?
contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
Hey, I'm
If you're
Paimon. Oh,
interested,
I
you're
don't,
more
I
than
don't sound
welcome
like
to
her.
bring a
Oh,
kite and
never
purchase.
mind
The
that.
rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest.
I've already prepared more than enough empty
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize. Then I'll look forward. You bet!
See ya then.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see
I know,
those
right?
two people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now?
The Qixing do attract a
seem
lot of
fishy.
attention.
Huh, something's up. Paimon do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their
Oh,
plans
okay.
before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Oh! It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests
Wow, where did
Oh,
this
there is some
fuddy-duddy
of
come
the
from?
Adeptus.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we can tell you.
one bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus for the purpose of this foray into the mortal
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck
She
so
moves
far
so
up in the clouds,
fast. Oh my
there's no
god.
way he'd humble himself down here.
You may want to hold your tongue.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Geo.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you
preposterous.
Damn.
Utterly preposterous.
right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus.
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted karst crawlers around Mount Hulao. In fact, the seeds are one of Streetward Rambler's cultivars.
Okay, what is that
Among
sound?
all the Adepti, her horticultural skill is preeminent.
Oh, it's a plane.
The plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practice. Thus, one had no choice but to foray into town.
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form, were unable to extricate yourself of their presence. If one's memory serves, Streetward Rambler had...
How did you come into possession of such knowledge?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps no secrets from Cloud Retainer.
Yow yow.
Alas, one can only let bygones be bygones.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise.
You indeed have an agile mind.
Damn, his
Cloud
voice is
Retainer
so
was
deep.
not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver?
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
Oh, okay.
Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor,
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now, it is time for...
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days...
Sure! Leave it to us!
Is that a cat or a
Have a
dog?
safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy lantern ride!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
Oh, it is a dog. Thought it was a cat.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in...
Welcome. Are the two of you looking to buy a kite?
Ooh! A
Yes,
scissor-tail
ma'am.
swallow! And a butterfly! And... Oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the
Yeah.
past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring...
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of...
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during
Yilong
Lantern Ride.
Wharf?
Paimon would love to go take a
Yilong
look.
Wharf? Yilong Ma.
Well, if the two of you are interested in
Yilong-
going to
it
Yilong
sounds
Wharf,
similar.
then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver
It
these
sounds
goods
similar.
together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications
Oh, I thought
office
it
handles
was
shipments and
pronounced
transports
gaming.
around
It's
here.
gaming. Oh my god.
He works... the problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their family. If you were willing to...
You do
I
seem
wanna
really
skip it.
pressed for time.
Of course. Hard work deserves ample reward. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the
Gaming should
vicinity.
be somewhere.
Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance company.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even get...
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look, hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming.
Uy,
You're always the
oh,
one
it's
picking up
Gaming.
the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect.
Look at his
Gaming is here.
eyes. Look so unique.
Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communication...
Oh, it must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got to work.
Longjo.
Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch
How do you
when
pronounce
get
his
back.
name?
I won't let you win so easily next time.
Xia Qing.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making material.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around. Oh, and please excuse Longjo if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No worries.
So, you here for Lamp?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can... Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our...
Don't worry, I understand. You need to pack anything up before we hit the road?
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much
That's right. Then let's get going. If you run into any trouble, you can...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, what's this? Oh my. Wow. 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 Is that what's her name? I forgot her name.